Okay, I'm absolutely Al, and vlogging again. This is my inane pondering for Thursday, August 27th, 2020, and uh, it's an idea for a sketch about a superhero character called AdequateMan, and AdequateMan is he doesn't have any superpowers. He doesn't have any fancy skills of like a vigilante. He doesn't have any high-tech weapons or anything. He's just got a superhero costume uh, and a utility belt, and he gets around on a moped. Uh, he's like this the kind of superhero that other superheroes say, "You got this. You go and do this. You can do it alone." He, uh, he's like a normal guy that people keep saying you need to build up your self-confidence, but really they're just sticking him out there alone, just like that, and so, like, say for the pilot episode, he shows up, there's some people tied to chairs, and they're in a room with a bomb, and the door is locked, and uh, all of a sudden the wall caves in, and it's and standing there is AdequateMan, and the people he's saving, they're like saying, "It's AdequateMan. Oh God, we're dead." And AdequateMan walks right in. He says, "How did you knock down that wall? Did you have superpowers or anything?" And he's like, "Oh no, I used to work here. I knew the foundation was bad over there. Everybody knew it. That's why this place is closed now." And so he reaches into his utility belt. He doesn't have any fancy gadgets like some of the really rich superhero does. He's just got the ordinary thing like your average man about the house would have, like the fold-up pliers, or just a regular pocket knife or something. He's got stuff like that in his utility belt. And he just pulls out an ordinary pocket knife and cuts them all loose. And they all run to the door trying to get out, but they're not turning the handle right. And he says, "Guys, there's already a hole in the wall that you could escape through," and like they're ignoring him because uh, they think AdequateMan is doing things wrong. He says, "Okay, I'm gonna have a look at this bomb over here." AdequateMan goes over. He looks at the bomb. He says, "Oh, please, no, we want to live. Don't touch that bomb." And he's like, he goes over and looks at the bomb. He says, "Oh, I know what this is. This is pretty simple. This is made out of one of those like model rocket kits. I used to build these when I was a kid. Not to this scale, of course, but I used to build these when I was a kid. It's just a normal, easy-going kind of bomb. Just pulls something out and pulls a couple of wires apart. I mean, there's absolutely nothing to it, and pulls out what looks like just a regular alarm clock. The bomb's diffused, and like he walks over. He used to work in this same warehouse, and like jiggles the handle a little bit, and voila, the door's open, and he's able to walk out, and all of a sudden the people are like, my God, how are we going to get out of here? How are we going to get out of here?" And he says, "Oh, through the fire exit over there, because like there's a few homeless people in that building as well that could have been hurt." And he's like, and they're all like, "Hey, it's AdequateMan." And AdequateMan goes over to a fire exit, and he just opens it up and walks out, and the people are like, "Oh, finally AdequateMan left. Maybe we can get out of here." And they all run in the exact opposite direction. They're trying to run away, and like AdequateMan walks away, and there's the closing scene, and a real superhero comes flying out of the sky, and it's like, "Hey, it's Captain Superior. It's like, Captain Superior, he's like, Adequate Man, were you able to save them? And he says, well, kinda. He's like, well, what, were you able to free the hostages? And he says, well, yeah, I freed them. I was even able to defuse the bomb. And it's like, well, where are they? He said, Adequate Man just sighs, shrugs his shoulders, and shakes his head, and then, like, points at the warehouse, and Captain Superior is like, really, that again? And Adequate Man hops on his moped and drives off while Captain Superior just huffs and walks down to the warehouse, which has an open door and a big hole in the wall, and he has to go in and tell him, it's even Captain Superior is a little frustrated with the way they're treating Adequate Man, because Adequate Man, he can do things, but people just don't have any faith in him, no matter what he does. And that's just my sketch for Adequate Man. That's it. And anyway, I'm Absolutely Al, and that's my inane pondering for this Thursday, August 27th, 2020.